And hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to everybody who is already in the chat. And as you can see, we have our one of our resident ghost hosts who is being a ghost host, co-ghost host tonight, I guess. Tina McNeil. Welcome, Tina.
Down names and taking I'm taking names and okay. Trying not to ramble. Uh-oh, are you
Okay.
you're frozen again? Okay, I was afraid you were
Am I
frozen
frozen?
again. No,
Okay, I
no,
hope
you're
not.
not.
I hope not.
No,
I hope
I
we're
was afraid
hope
you
we're
were.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
we're good. I was just being too
Ghost host.
still.
Yeah, say that 3 times fast, Dean. Yeah.
Host, co-host, ghost host. Exactly. Exactly. That's what we're doing tonight. Thanks so much to everybody who's here. Y'all are already talking in chat. It's so cool. BDF. Gosh, Keith, you've got those fantastic countdowns going on. I am so excited for you. You know, those Disney countdowns. You know, unless you live in Florida, they give us something to look forward to. You know, they really do. They kind of help us think. Oh, okay, one day closer to Disney. Every day is a countdown to Disney. So it's really good to see you, Keith. Thanks for being in.
And as soon as you come
Mandy
back,
Adams.
you start another one.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Best cure for the Disney blues. Booking another trip. Yeah, I'm quoting Tina McNeil on that. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Mandy. You're so sweet. Mandy says she always has a fun time in the mansion. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. It's always a swinging wake. It really is. Oh, my goodness. And Tina McNeil is in the chat as well. And Mandy, I truly hope that we can meet up in the parks at some point and ride a few rides together, especially the Haunted Mansion. That would be just really cool. Pam's fam, welcome. It's snowing in Topeka, Keith. Wow. Um, oh, okay, good, Pam. Yeah, it is. It is easier to chat on your laptop. It is. You can tag, and the whole. It's hard to tag on your phone. But it's snowing. Okay, how much snow do you have, Keith? Well, okay, it was in the upper 70s today. Cold and snowing. Well, stay warm. Stay warm. Yeah. And you say it's 52 there. Tina, that's kind of warm for you guys this time of year, isn't it?
Yes, it is very warm. It broke a record.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Wow. That's what
it's
I was
52
thinking.
now, but it was 64 earlier today. So yeah, that broke a record. But it's supposed to be down into the 20s. It's supposed to be down into the 20s on Thursday.
Okay. Okay. Normal temperatures.
And snow. Yeah. And snow. We're getting Keith snow. We're getting Keith snow in a couple of days.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so back to normal.
You keep the
back
snow.
to normal. Yeah. Co-host, ghost host. Let's see who else is in. I think that's everybody in the chat. I think I've caught up. But thanks for being here, guys. We really appreciate it. We really look forward to Tuesday nights and spending some time with y'all. And we are honored that you want to spend some time with us. Thank you, Pam. Things that you say usually only to Disney fans. Cute ears, ladies. Oh, hey. Okay.
Yep.
William does look too. Well, we have
shaved.
And grow your hair out a little bit. You're much prettier now, William.
Yeah.
William, guys, William is not going to be with us tonight. He is. It's crunch time for him. He teaches college classes online, and so it's crunch time for him. And so Tina graciously agreed to step in for him tonight. And so we okay. Interesting topic tonight. I know.
I'm always honored.
Well, we appreciate it, Tina. We really appreciate it that you're willing to do that, and William truly appreciates it because it helps him out a lot. He probably should take off more often, and he just hates to, because he enjoys doing the show. It's kind of an outlet for him, but it's crunch time for him right now, so it's a huge help for you to be able to step in. And Russ is saying howdy to everybody. Yeah, cool. Well, welcome in, Russ. Appreciate you being here. It's nice to see you. And we have a good bit to talk about tonight, guys. The first thing that I want to do, though, is we have magical mail. We absolutely love magical mail, as you know. And we got, now because the post office is so ridiculously slow, we got this just a little while ago. It is a Valentine postcard, and that is from A Wonderful World of Walter. And it's really cool, guys, because they mailed this. It says, with love, sending you a little Valentine handmade for you with lots of love. Just a little something pretty, sent with love from the Sweetheart City. The cool thing about this, guys, is this is postmarked Loveland, Colorado. Excuse me. Look at that, Loveland, Colorado. Is that cool? Neat? The postmark. So I mean, how many times do you get a Valentine from Loveland, California, or California? I keep saying California, and I don't know why. Colorado. So, and Wally signed it. I absolutely love that. See right here. So thanks so much, guys. This absolutely made our day. We so appreciate getting postcards from you guys, but that was a really sweet Valentine. I did not. Sometimes I send out Valentines. I didn't get to do it this year.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. It's just a really great, kind of a textured card. It's really cool. But yeah, from Loveland, California, or why do I keep saying California? Colorado. Thanks so much, guys, for sending that. That's
just say Loveland. We know it's Colorado. Don't Loveland. Mention the state anymore. Russ says that Wally made that with watercolors. He actually made those. So
yes, they are. Yeah, they're so pretty. Yeah, it's watercolor. It's a watercolor heart. It's really cool. So really sweet.
Califorado.
Yeah, Colorado. Califorado. Don't confuse me. It's far too easy. Yeah, it is cute, and it's really sweet. But yeah, it's great. From Loveland, Califorado. So, so thanks so much to Wally. We appreciate you so much for thinking of us, and Irene and Mark for sending that. Okay. Well, Pam. Hey, if my birthday was on Halloween, I would probably do that too. That is, and Halloween cards are so cute, y'all. They really are. Halloween cards are so cute. So Wally made this with watercolors. Let me show this to you one more time. So Wally made these. Isn't that neat? It's like a tie-dyed watercolor.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Part. How sweet is that? I love it. So neat. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Okay, Keith says there's a town in Kansas next to Kansas Colorado state line. It's called Colorado. Okay. Yeah, it's like well, and it's that's not uncommon. It's really not uncommon to have and sometimes the city straddles state lines, and they combine the name like that for the city. Yeah, it's cool. I wonder, Tina, what's been going on with you this week?
Well, not really good things. So we'll just let that go. Hi, Joseph.
Sorry. Hi, Joseph.
Yeah, we kind of got some bad news this past weekend, and but it'll be all right. We'll keep praying, and it'll be all right.
Well,
I got my nails done today, so.
Oh, good. Okay, that's a positive. That's a definite. That always makes you feel better. It just does. So anyway,
Yep.
well, I hope
It's
you
my spa
have
day,
a
so.
better week next week, Tina. Okay, let's see. Let's do this day in Disney history. Um, and I've got several of them, guys. I'll try to go through these kind of quickly, but the first one is about one of my personal favorite Imagineers, Rolly Crump. In 1930, Roland Fargo Rolly Crump, an animator and designer noted particularly for his work as a Disney Imagineer, is born in Alhambra, California. First joining Walt Disney Studios in 1952, he worked as an in-betweener before becoming an assistant animator on movies like Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, Sleeping Beauty, and 101 Dalmatians. In 1959, Crump joined WED Enterprises and became a designer of some of Disneyland's attractions and shops, including the Haunted Mansion, Enchanted Tiki Room, and Adventureland Bazaar. And he was also responsible for designing many of the Disney attractions at the 1964 New York World's Fair, including It's a Small World, and in particular, the Tower of the Four Winds marquee. He later contributed to early designs of Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in Florida. Y'all know how much I love Rolly Crump. I mean, you do, right? He worked on designs for NBC's Disney on Parade in 1970 before leaving Disney to work on outside projects. Get this, I didn't know this one, including Busch Gardens, the ABC Wildlife Preserve in Maryland, and Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus World. I think that it is really, really cool. He did return to work for Disney in 76, designing the Land and Wonders of Life pavilions at EPCOT. I didn't know that either. So, the man, what a legacy, he's left us as Disney fans. And then he left again in 81 to design the proposed Cousteau Ocean Center in Norfolk, Virginia, that has to be Jacques Cousteau, right? And to set up his own business, the Mariposa Design Group. He returned to Disney one last time in 1992 as executive designer at Imagineering. He retired from Disney 4 years later and was named a Disney legend in 2004. His autobiography, It's Kind of a Cute Story, was published in 2012, and sadly, he passed away last year on March the 13th. But Rolly Crump is just totally one of my favorite Imagineers. And here is his autobiography. It's Kind of a Cute Story, which is really cute. If you guys can see that. Now I have just skimmed this. I've not read it all the way through. So but I'm looking forward to reading it. So there's that. It's available on Amazon if you would also like to read that. So, Rolly Crump, happy birthday.
Good night, Keith.
Good night, Keith. Good night, Keith. Happy heavenly birthday to Rolly Crump. And just quickly, 1935, an Oscar is won for the Disney film The Tortoise and the Hare at the 7th Annual Academy Awards held at the Biltmore Hotel in Los Angeles. The category was short subjects and cartoons. Then in 1941, When You Wish Upon a Star, written by Lee Harline and Ned Washington from Disney's Pinocchio, was awarded an Oscar for Best Song at the 13th Academy Awards. This was, now in 1941, it's an interesting little piece of trivia here for you. This was the first year that sealed envelopes were used to keep secret the names of the winners. And that's what led to the famous phrase, "May I have the envelope, please?" So that's kind of cool. In 1942, Daily
So before they didn't
Variety.
keep it a secret?
Well, it makes you wonder. I don't know if they had like, they didn't seal.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't seal them in envelopes. I wonder that too, Tina, how they did it. Before they put them. I mean, the envelope seems like a logical
I mean,
thing to do, but apparently they didn't do that from the get go. So in 1942, Daily Variety runs the story "Walt Disney Weeps" as he gets Oscar. At last night's Academy Awards, Walt was given the Irving G. Thalberg Memorial Award. He found it difficult to speak and was only able to say, with great emotion, "I want to thank everybody here. This is a vote of confidence from the whole industry." Now, how sweet is that? Walt Disney worked very hard to establish himself, and his company as being legitimate and was recognized, for it. I mean, the good work that he did and his high standards. Yeah. Pam's got it. Before that, it was on stone tablets. Okay, Pam's got it figured out. That's kind of.
Yep.
That's
couldn't put them in envelopes. I mean,
Okay. Then they swapped over. That's when they invented papyrus, and they swapped over so they could put that in envelopes. But yeah, so that's cool. Walt Disney worked so hard, guys, to to establish himself as a respected, and his company, as a respected animator and
Yes.
just a fit, in films in general.
Movie
and I'm sure that this award was something. Definitely. Okay, and just two more in 1992. This is interesting. Would you not love to do this, y'all? Movie star Elizabeth Taylor takes over Disneyland for a private after-hours 60th birthday bash. The exclusive party for 1,000 of her friends was held in Fantasyland. How cool is that?
Of her closest friends.
That would be like,
I love it.
Yes, of her, right. 1,000 of them. But if you holler birthday party at Disneyland, closest friends come out of the woodwork, I'm sure. So. And then in 1995, Michael Eisner and filmmaker George Lucas are on hand at Disneyland for the official dedication of the park's newest attraction, Indiana Jones Adventure Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Although the attraction had its grand opening ceremonies the day before, Indiana Jones won't open to the public until March 3rd. So that's kind of cool because that's such a great, that is an amazing attraction. It opened March 3rd of 95. So there we go. And there is your, oh my gosh, would that be fun? I mean, that would be like the ultimate birthday party, I mean, it's nice to be in Disney for your birthday, let alone to take over the whole park for your birthday and your friends.
Exactly.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. And I mean, I mean, even 1,000 of her closest friends. Hi, Najuma. You're talking.
Hey,
it's still
Najuma.
the whole park. Well, no, was it just Fantasyland or something? You said.
It said it. She said it was held in Fantasyland. So welcome in, Miss Najuma.
Held in Fantasyland.
Yeah. It's wow.
So that's a good size area, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, it is. It is. And I just that was 92, I think. So that was just I mean, y'all. And here's the thing: I have trouble realizing that 1992 was as far ago as it was. So they do, Pam. Walt Disney World celebrates your birthday for 3 months. They absolutely do, and we love it. We absolutely love it. We do. It's so much fun. Okay, Tina. Here we go. We are going to talk about, a topic tonight. And Dean and I actually talked about this topic for a little while this afternoon. And what we're gonna cover tonight is the top 5 best Disney offerings since COVID. Okay, so everybody in the chat, we're probably gonna need your help because we realized, Dean and Tina and I realized that this is kind of a tough one. Top 5 best things that
we
Disney
aren't the
has
most
done
positive people.
Well,
but they have done some great things. I mean,
I feel like Tina, I'm a very positive person. Positive people. I truly do. I've always been a very positive person. But Disney has struggled. I mean, let's just face it. Disney has really struggled post-COVID, during COVID and post-COVID. They had the whole Chapek debacle, and then they had to fire him and went with Bob Iger, took the mantle back. And it seems like they've had a hard time getting on solid ground again. It really does. They're not the Disney that we knew of in 2019. So we wanted to, and okay, so guys, if we struggle with this, I blame William because he's the one who came up with this topic. So, but no, we're gonna seriously.
And notice he's not here. This is my thing. I'm like, okay, so did he plan this to kind of like say, oh, I want to see my mother and Tina struggle, knowing full well? Or did he just come up with that as a topic and it just happened to land on tonight when he couldn't?
There you go.
Exactly.
Make them work for it. Make them work for it. We did, Dana and I discussed this afternoon, and I had come up with my top 3, and I was struggling. Now keep in mind, guys, to struggle to come up with 5, just 5, not 10, not a top 10 list, with 5 of your favorite things that Disney has done post-COVID is kind of telling. I mean, there are
in 4 years.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So the company has struggled, y'all. You know how we love Disney, and we hate to see them struggle and hope, that they can kind of get the ship turned around, because we've got some other things to talk about tonight that really have to do with that in Disney news. But let's jump into this. Tina, okay, how do we want to do this? Do you want to give your number 1 and then I'll give my number 1 and then you give number 2 and I'll give number 2? Or how do we want to do it?
Well, I'll give my number 1 first, because that way it'll take away one of yours, probably.
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe not. because my concern is that you're going to take, and I won't have any by the time you get done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so it's okay if we agree on something.
My first one. Well, no, I understand that we agree. That's great that we agree. I'm just worried that I won't have any.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I would say my first one is Moana, the Moana area in EPCOT. Now, this is with some qualifications here. First of all, I still say it should have been put in Animal Kingdom. It fits in Animal Kingdom. To me, it would have fit in Animal Kingdom better. But I believe that it is it's a beautiful attraction, or at least it was when I saw it. I read an article that it's starting to fall apart, but that's beside the point. And it's very educational and very entertaining, which
It is.
was what Walt was all about with EPCOT. You know,
Hey, John and Nancy.
he wanted all about the edutainment, meaning he wanted to educate people
Yes.
while he was entertaining them. And
Yes,
it's very, very edutainable. You know,
it is.
it does that. It fits that bill. So I love the Moana thing. Like I said, they had plenty of room for it at Animal Kingdom, and it would have worked in Animal Kingdom, but it does work in Epcot too. So it's okay.
Yeah,
I'll live with it
it
in
does. I
Epcot.
agree. I agree with you 100%, Tina. It is a beautiful attraction. It is well done. It is well thought out. I especially love all of the hidden characters, if you will, that are placed throughout the attraction, in the rock faces and what have you. I They were able to do a lot more with it than what I had imagined. So I love it too. I have read the same things that you have read and seen pictures of the fact that they are having trouble with the attraction. Some of the features don't work. The curtain of water where you walk towards it and the water stops flowing as you walk under and then it starts flowing again, which is one of the favorite interactive pieces of that attraction, is not working. So, and
Yeah,
several
it's
other
a very
things are
cool
having
effect.
trouble. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but hopefully, they'll get all that straightened out. It is, a water attraction, so you gotta build that into the engineering of, and I guess it's just presenting some challenges that they had not foreseen when they put it in. So, hey Nick, let's see, did I miss? Oh, Nick. Oh, thanks so much, Nick, for
Hello and good
stopping in.
night,
We
Nick.
appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks. But we appreciate you. That's very sweet of you to
And
pop
hello,
in into the
John and
chat.
Nancy.
Yes, yes. And John and Nancy, absolutely. Anyway, so that's a really good one, Tina. Mine are uh, in no particular order other than number one. And you might imagine that, and you could probably guess that my favorite new thing that they've done is the Hatbox Ghost in the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World. Um, I saw this for the first time a couple of trips ago. I've taken several trips this year, guys, as y'all know, and this last time we were and this, if you want to watch this, guys, this is in the um, live stream that I did on January the 26th, which was the last operating day for the Country Bear Jamboree. I did a live stream on that day, and it's has the Country Bear Jamboree building on it, and it says last day. If you want to look up that, or somebody wants to drop that link, that would be great to that video. I wrote Haunted Mansion with Russ and Mike that day. And not only did I get pretty much the whole thing, and I remember Tina, you texted and said, "Hey, you got the pretty much the whole ride," and that's a challenge for Haunted Mansion. It's a notorious stream
I
killer.
was amazed. I was amazed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but the fun thing about it, guys, is that we actually got stuck or stopped for several seconds longer right in front of the Hatbox Ghost. And I'll tell you guys,
It's
the Hatbox
almost as if
Ghost,
Jerry was saying, "Oh no, wait, Don. Don's in this one. We got to stop."
we got to stop it. I
Hey,
just, y'all, and he looks so good. He just, yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, they're going. Okay, okay. You'll have to look for that. Yeah, to check it out, John, and let us know, what you think about Moana. But hey, Jonathan, yes. Anyway, So Hatbox, and he looks so good, guys. They put him there beside the hallway with the candelabra, and he looks fantastic. I mean, it's really good. Anyway, so that's my favorite thing that they have done post COVID is put Hatbox goes finally after all these years. He is in Walt Disney World, so all those Disneyland people cannot throw that up in our faces anymore. Well, we have Hatbox Ghost and you don't, because we've got him now too. So I'm excited about that one.
And I think he looks better.
I think he really does, y'all. He looks great. As soon as you can get to Walt Disney World and go through the Haunted Mansion and see Alistair Crump in his new spot, by all means do it because he's fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Who else did I miss? Somebody else in? And did I miss anybody else in chat, y'all?
Yep.
Oh, hey, Wonderful World of Walter.
Wonderful World
Welcome
of Walter.
in, Irene. Hey, yeah, good. Okay, good.
And we saw Wally's card, Valentine's Day card.
Yes. Thanks so much for sending that to us. We appreciate that so much. That was such a treat, y'all, to get that. Thanks so very much for that. What a fun treat. But yeah, okay. So help us with this, Irene. Tina and I came up with lists, and I do have more than 5. I finally came up with some honorable mention with an assist from Dean the Turkey Legster. So we did come up with more than 5, but best things. Now they've made a lot of missteps, guys. They have since COVID. They really have, obviously. But best things that they've done is the topic. So, Tina, you're number 2.
My number 2 is expanded festivals. The festivals since COVID have gotten bigger. They've gotten more booths. They've gotten more food. They've gotten more music. And of course, they were longer. Now this year they've kind of shortened up the Flower and Garden a little bit, but I personally think they're just kind of like pulling back a little bit because during the summer those flowers were starting to look a little dry and ragged. So I have a feeling that they just couldn't keep them going into June and July. And who knows? I don't think they're going to start up the Food and Wine any earlier than August. Yeah, but I mean, August is bad enough for the Food and Wine because a lot of that food is heavy and you just can't eat it during the heat of the summer, especially, I mean, even here, let alone in Florida. So, but
yes,
but yeah,
Pam,
so
I did.
The expanded festivals was my number 2, and it's
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one, Tina.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. Expanded festivals. Okay, so my number 2 is going to be what was on the thumbnail, guys. Epcot's Walt Disney statue, and that whole overlook area that they built just behind Spaceship Earth. Okay. Guys, Walt's facial expression for the statue. Let's talk about the statue first, because there's a really good bit to that area. Walt's expression on that statue is perfect. John and Nancy, we were able to take some great pictures. Oh, welcome in. Oh, Kidder 96. Excellent. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, I saw that in Walt Disney World News. Soaring Around the World returns to Epcot. So it's been soaring over California. And a lot of people had hope that, that they would do return soaring around the world. So that's good. Kidder 96. Thanks for being here. But at any rate, the statue, they put in a bronze statue, guys. Now, the other statues at Walt Disney World are the partner statue, Walt and Mickey. And of course, let us never, ever forget, Roy and Minnie Mouse are also in Magic Kingdom They put in Walt, bronze statue of Walt Disney, and I'm sure you guys have all seen it. He is lined up with Spaceship Earth, and guys, Walt Disney never got to actually see Epcot. He had a little different vision for Epcot, um, but it's like he's looking out over the park. The line of sight is all the way across World Showcase Lagoon, straight to the American Adventure. It's like he's looking across the park and he's pleased. I mean, it's just if if you love Walt Disney and you're actually a Walt Disney, the man himself, fan, it is very touching. I'll just have to say it really kind of that night. I had just finished up a live stream. Uh, Russ, took you around. He took the gimbal and kind of took you around while I was visiting with John and Nancy that night, and and showed you that area. But as we were leaving, there was nobody there. It was empty, and you're able to just admire that statue and really, get the full effect. It's good, y'all. It's just good. Great pictures there. The planter that is immediately in front of Walt and down on a little bit lower level is the exact shape of the Epcot logo and has seating, which is really, really cool. The part of the pattern of that logo is the lighting that is built into the concrete. And then they have those wonderful lights. They're like pylons that come up. It looks great. It looks fantastic at night. They have the extra seating area with the counters where you can actually set up your laptop. You can relax. You can plug in. Enjoy that area, and it's just cool. They also have meet and greets there, which is really neat. See Pluto a lot there in that
Now she's got
meet
me
and greet.
crying.
So, yeah, it really is. It is that area. I will have to say, I was much more impressed with it in person than I was just hearing about it or seeing it on live streams. What did you think, Tina?
I haven't seen it in person yet, but I can't wait. And of course Irene is making me cry. I don't know if you've read the comments yet, but you'll get a chance to now. They actually captured the twinkle in Walt's eye. The twinkle in his eyes. They actually captured
Yes,
that in that bronze
yes,
statue.
yeah, they did.
I was
They
absolutely
did.
amazed. Hi, Amy.
That it. Oh, hey, Amy. I agree. 100%. The new Walt statue really special. Honestly, didn't think it would impact me, but we saw it last week for the first time. Took photos as we walked away, and Wally started crying. It really impacted me like that as well. Irene, I'll tell you, and I wasn't expecting it. It was totally unexpected. Oh, Irene. Oh, there's a little face in my sweater. I have big crocodile tears. Oh. We didn't say anything about it. It was just him. Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. I just wish Walt was still here. Wow. From mouths of babes, don't we all wish that Walt was still here? My goodness, that's amazing, Irene. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's how I felt about it. And it's just Tina, you hit the nail on the head. They absolutely captured Walt's expression. They captured emotion. I don't, it really is quite amazing. It really, exactly. So they totally hit a home run with that. We needed a home run, and that's post COVID. So that's my number two. That's my number two. And thank you again, Irene, for sharing that. That is so special. That is so wow, so cool. Yeah. Okay, Tina. I know it's going to be hard to follow that, but what's your number three?
Yeah. um,
Oh.
I don't know. The oh, the new fireworks show in Epcot. I mean, I love that they brought back Happily Ever After, and I'm thrilled that they brought that up, brought that back. But I love, and I can't think of the name, and I wrote it somewhere,
Fantasmic?
but now I can't find where I wrote it. No, not the at Epcot. The
The animators, what is it called? The
come on, somebody.
animators something. Give us some
No,
assist
the
in the
fireworks
chat.
show. The new the new fireworks show. Luminous. Yes, thank you, Dean.
Oh,
um,
Epcot. I was in
the
Hollywood
Luminous.
Studios.
The
Yes. Yes.
I was wondering why you were saying Phantasmic, but yeah, I
I
was
know.
thinking, did I not say Epcot?
You did.
um,
And my brain
um,
was somewhere else. Sorry about that,
but
Tina.
I mean, that show, I haven't, again, it's another thing that I haven't seen in person yet, but I've seen it on stream, and it absolutely, when they do that opening chord, I get chills.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
chord that
Yeah.
where, all the voices come together. It
Yes.
is just so impactful.
It's
And of course,
powerful.
music is the way to all of our souls.
Oh,
And when they
yes.
do the fireworks and everything else like this, I mean, one, the tacos and the Stargate are gone. I mean, that right there,
Yes.
that was my thing. It's
Yay!
like, yay. But but then, they showed that they can actually do a fireworks show that has IP in it, but
That's true.
also has the theme that
Yes.
Epcot is all about. You know what I mean? It
That's true.
actually it
Absolutely true.
and you can see it from all the way around the lake, which was one of my biggest complaints about Harmonious, is if you're not watching Harmonious from like 6 o'clock of around the
Right.
lake, you're not
Right.
seeing it all.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was true. Yeah. Um, I agree 100%, Tina, as far as, it appears that with Luminous, they actually listened to many of the complaints about Harmonious, and they attempted,
Yep.
to correct them. We do have a full live stream of Luminous from an amazing, amazing vantage point on the channel. If you'd like to watch that one.
Yes, you do.
Um, I will have to say, now, personally, I think much better than Harmonious, not quite as good as Illuminations.
Yeah, I know you loved it. And I loved
That's me.
Illuminations too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I loved Illuminations, but Illuminations had been there for 20 years. Okay. So I
Hmm.
was like, okay, I
Oh yeah.
understand that they feel the need to change that. But when they brought out Harmonious, I was like, oh, no, 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 no.
No, no.
First of all, get those ugly things out of that lake.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. I think a lot of us felt
And then
that way.
secondly, of
Yeah.
course, you know, yeah.
Yeah. But there were a lot of complaints about
But
Harmonious, and
Luminous, it's yeah.
yeah, it's much closer to where we want to be with a nighttime show. And I agree 100% on the opening of that. To me, the opening is really the most powerful part, because what happens is, they strike that opening chord, and then as they fire blasts of fireworks, they come from each pavilion, and a greeting is given in each language. It's pretty cool, y'all. I'll have to say, it's pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. I think so. It's hard to top Illuminations. I agree. Luminous is good. Yeah, yeah. Much, much, much better than Harmonious. I agree. Yeah. Uh, and yeah, what else do you like about that, Tina? You said you haven't seen it in person. What else do you like about it?
Well, I like that it actually does follow it. Irene said it perfectly. It has the heart and merit of Epcot. It actually puts forth the mission of Epcot using IP, using the music that they already have, plus some additional songs. And
Yes.
it actually tells a story, and it tells a very good story that actually,
Mhm.
does make you feel, like, okay,
Right.
I can get something out of this. But that
Yeah.
music, that when, like I said, when that opening chord, when they do that
Yeah.
opening chord, and all the fireworks are, they grow like this, and the
Yeah.
chord gets louder, and like I said, I get chills. I get chills
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the kind of thing that we're used to from
Yes,
Disney.
Pam. Wait until you see that show on your laptop. You will.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, watch it. Yeah, absolutely, Pam. Watch it on TV or laptop, and watch the Hitchhiking Bones live stream of of Luminous, because we were really in a good spot for Luminous. We really were. And
Yep.
John and Nancy were with us
You
that
did
night,
very,
and
very well.
so yeah. Well, thank you. It was an amazing spot. So,
Yeah,
and I need to watch it again.
I agree, Dean. I agree. It was a good show, but its time had come. Okay. I understood that they
Yeah,
needed to move on. But then when they replaced it with Harmonious, I was like, okay, first of all, Epcot Forever, which wasn't forever, it was a placeholder,
it
was
was.
better than this. Okay. And I mean, I couldn't believe what they were trying to fork over with it with, and I spent all that money on those huge ugly barges, and
Yeah.
all I could
Oh.
think of was, whose stupid idea was this? And I hope they fired him.
Okay, Tina, don't beat around the bush. Just
I'm
tell us what
sorry.
you really
I'm
think.
not usually one that wants people. I'm not somebody that wants people getting fired, not normally. But I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this person needs
Oh,
to
it
be
was
like, I don't know, a truck designer or something.
it was but something. Anything but working for Disney. You need to just going down the road. And Dean, I
Yeah,
think Dean really hits it on the head
probably.
here.
And they did. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. With they did fire him. Russ is I think Dean hits it on the head here. Eliminations was a good show, but its time had come to get a replacement. Disney just failed with Harmonious on many levels. I think that's, yeah, I would agree 100% on that, Dean. Yeah, and
Yep.
the barges were ugly. There were so many,
Yeah.
complaints that people
Ugly.
had with
I was
Harmonious. Yeah,
I'm reading
it was
chat,
bad.
and I see Dean's comment, but that heart was behind, was in front of the UGG, and all I could see was those oil barges were,
Right,
and then the heart, and then
right,
Lee on the next line, and I'm like, UGG Lee? Is that what he
right. What? Oh gosh,
the
yeah,
adventures
that's yeah,
the
but
adventures of chat, chat box.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Trying to figure out what's being said in chat behind the what is that live reaction or whatever those that little heart that's in your way all the time in chat. I wish they'd just get rid
Yep.
of that again. We don't because nobody uses it anyway. Um,
Yeah.
but
Live
at any
chat
rate,
as
yeah.
opposed to top chat. Why do I have to
Yes,
change it to live chat?
yes, yes. There are many. We need to send a strongly worded
Flaming
letter
tacos.
to
Exactly,
yeah.
Jonathan.
But oh yeah, it well now, and I will say this, and then we'll
I've told
definitely
you
move
already,
on.
Dawn, they would not listen to me.
um, yeah, flame, uh, harmonious. As far as a show, as far as a fireworks visually, harmonious was beautiful. I will have to say that there were more fireworks in Harmonious than Disney had ever put in a nighttime spectacular. So there's that. And there was more more advanced technology in that show than any show Disney had ever put together. They just did not do a good job with the
Right.
actual planning of the show. Uh, I mean, I'm sure that
They
all of the
they
ideas of what they
relied too
executed
much.
looked good on paper.
I think what it was they relied too much on technology and pyro and not enough
Mhm.
on the Disney brand
Story.
of magic
Yes.
making, of
Yes.
storytelling. Disney isn't all just tech, okay? You can go to any park. I mean, Universal is fine for tech, but Universal doesn't tell the story like Disney does. We
Yes.
look to Disney to tell
Yes.
the story, and they didn't tell a
Yes.
story. I'm not in
That's
not in my
it.
opinion, they didn't.
I agree. I agree. I think, and that was a huge miss for the mark. Jonathan has a good comment here too. Harmonious. It was a good production, but it didn't speak Epcot to me. Too much IP
Right.
should have been elsewhere, not Epcot. I think that's yeah. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
felt the same way, but that's a really good thought there, Jonathan. And at any rate, I am glad that Epcot has become IP heavy, and I
Yeah.
don't like that
It makes me
necessarily.
sad,
I don't.
but
Yeah, it makes me sad that Epcot and Animal Kingdom both are becoming way too IP heavy. I think those parks have
yeah.
different purposes, and Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom can be IP heavy all day long, and probably should be because of their theming, but not Animal Kingdom and Epcot. So I agree. I agree 100%.
Yep. Yep. And I think I'm probably one of the few people in the community that I was not a Disney freak growing up. I used to watch The Wonderful
Mm,
World of Disney. I saw Cinderella, the animated version of Cinderella when it
mhm,
came out in
mhm.
theaters. That was it. That was the only movie I ever saw as a child, a Disney movie as a child. Um,
Right.
yes, Dean. Yeah, we gotta let it go, huh? But so consequently, I went to the parks first and I learned to love Disney first. So my favorite park to start out was Epcot. When I first went, Animal Kingdom wasn't quite open yet. They were still building it.
Mhm.
So there was no IP in Epcot at the time.
Right. Yeah,
The
yeah,
closest thing they came to
exactly.
IP at Epcot was Donald Duck was meeting over in the Mexican pavilion, and that I was like, "Why? I don't get it.
Right.
I
Right.
don't understand," you know?
Right.
Because they didn't
Uh,
even have the 3 caballeros in the boat ride yet, it was still
okay.
the
Yeah.
previous boat ride. So,
Yeah.
uh-oh, here
Yeah.
comes my husband. But, you
Yeah.
know,
Hey, Chuck. Yeah.
Don says hello.
Okay. Okay, moving right along, y'all. Spaceship
Yep,
Earth, lights and music. Okay, that's my number three. This they did for the 50th, and it's one of the best things, absolutely, that they've done. And there's Figment, our little favorite little
yep,
purple dinosaur, or purple dragon, popcorn bucket there behind Tina. That the lights that they added to Spaceship Earth, and then they added, that gave them the flexibility of playing, designing light shows and music to go with them. Rainbow Connection, sung by Kermit the
yeah,
Frog, was particularly good. I wish that they would bring that back. Absolutely loved it. But that is definitely, well, it's possibly the best thing that they did for the 50th, but it is definitely one of the best things they've done post COVID. So I love it. I love, I've
yes,
always
I agree.
enjoyed.
When they first put those little I was starting to say when they first put those lights on, the lights that you tap and they came on, back in the day. I was I was thinking that's what those lights were, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I don't really think this is going to help, But then when I saw that first show, I just sat there. I literally sat in the front of Spaceship Earth for like an hour, just watching those lights and watching those shows, and they hit that one out of the park. I'm
Yes.
not all too sure I
Yes.
agree with Russ on this. I'm sure that that's what Disney thinks, but I'm not too sure that that has been borne out, Russ. I'm thinking that um, they're finding out that that's not necessarily the case. That the random visitor wants IP, and it's all about the
Mhm.
IP. I think they want a touch of IP so that they recognize, but I think they want the
Mhm.
parks to take stuff further.
Mhm.
That's
I I I think
I
I
don't think that
agree.
they want just like, I mean, that's one of my concerns about with the reboot of Splash Mountain. I don't think people are
Yeah.
looking for, like Tiana's rest of her story. I really don't.
Right. Right. Well, and uh, they don't have the nostalgic bias to the parks. Um, if you if you know of Disney as a company in the past 100 years, um, that nostalgia was not built by the parks. It was built by movies, by cartoons, by shorts, by fantastic animation going all the way back to Snow White. So there is that nostalgia is something that Disney has built outside the parks. So when people go to the parks,
Yes.
they expect that. They expect that nostalgia. They expect certain things. They've heard about the Tiki Room and the Country Bear Jamboree and Splash Mountain and things that really are unique Disney, maybe unique Disney IP, but they're not characters necessarily as our traditional characters. So I think um, you know, it's going to be interesting, Russ, to see where that balance is, with what Disney thinks people want versus what people actually want to see in the parks. Disney, I've always said, y'all, Disney is built, their stock and trade for 100 years has been nostalgia, has been When You Wish Upon a Star, has been, uh, you know, True Love, has been, um, those Disney, that Disney magic is what has propelled them to where they are. And uh, Disney has to be really careful to keep that nostalgia. For example, Universal doesn't have that. They don't have that tie. They can do things at Universal that that Disney really can't do because Disney has to maintain that love, that nostalgia. It's guys, it's what they built the company on. It's what Walt built the company on, and people expect that when they go to the parks. Anyway, that was free, guys, and but Dean. Some people want more turkey legs. I totally get it. I totally
I was
get it.
just going to say
But
though, they are listening. Remember the snacks? Remember the snacks merch line, Dean? You might get you might get a turkey leg spirit jersey, and you might get turkey leg ears, and you might get a turkey leg loungefly. If they came out with a turkey leg loungefly, Dean, would you buy it?
wow, wow, Dean would be the first in line. Be the first in line. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, and I think so. I think so, Irene. Walt Disney World has historically been more protective of the classic nostalgia. That's true. Um, yeah, yeah. Uh, Okay. Okay. So let's see. You asked why they didn't do the overlays on Space Mountain and Haunted Mansion when we did the Keys to the Kingdom tour. Our guide said it's because of the classic nostalgia that has come to be expected at Walt Disney World. See, and again, I agree 100% with that. Walt Disney World does not need to mirror Disneyland. Okay.
Right.
They're different parks.
I don't
That's
fact
why
is,
I
I wonder why
worry.
they're trying.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I worry
I mean,
that
my
they
thought is,
are
don't you want people going to both parks?
right, exactly, for different experiences. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, have so many visitors from around the world, Walt Disney World, to Walt Disney World. People want those classics to be preserved. Yeah, yeah, I agree. And yeah, it's just if they get too far away from that, guys, if they keep Disney has always walked a fine line between innovation and nostalgia, innovation and classic. But keep in mind, and this is I know this is one of your favorite things to bring up, Tina, and I'm gonna steal your thought here. Of Disneyland, Walt Disney said
Okay.
Disneyland will always be
You do it, that
changing.
way I won't get in trouble.
Well, Disneyland will always be changing as long as, as long
Right.
as their ideas, Disneyland will always change. Okay. But he didn't say that of Walt Disney World. Of Walt Disney World, because Walt Disney, let's remember, guys, he bought a cajillion acres for the Florida project so that he would not be landlocked. Of Walt Disney World, he said that this
Right.
there is enough land here to hold all of the ideas we can ever imagine. So that there's no need to retheme something and make it something else. You have the room to leave that attraction alone and put in a new attraction. That was the point there. So um, anyway, uh, let's see. Maybe
Yeah.
this saw you.
And my thing is that while we're talking about new attractions, they've got empty prime real estate in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom. They have
Yes.
empty prime real
Oh
estate
yeah.
at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah, I love
everywhere.
it. If
It's
all
everywhere.
time.
It's everywhere. So yeah. So
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, Tina,
But
what was
no, they're
your
gonna
what
build
were you
more
on? Number
they're gonna
three?
build more resorts instead. I don't
Right. Right. Yeah. It's looking that way. It's
Yeah,
looking
that
that
was it.
way.
That's all I
So
had.
that was it.
I
Okay.
mean, I love
Okay.
the what you were talking about with the area around, Walt and stuff. So, but I mean, that area around Walt, with the lights on the I was worried when they took the sparkling sidewalks out. I was worried that they would just
Mhm.
put concrete in on and be done with it, but they put lights in the sidewalks and stuff like that. They go along with the music, and I think
Right.
that's very I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
that's
It's gorgeous.
beautiful. That's gorgeous. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean with this comment, Mike. You may need to give me a little more information. You have to remember Walt said that, but he wasn't the one that built it. I'm not sure what your point is there. He said that because he bought a cajillion acres for the Florida project, so that they would have, as he said, all of the land that they could possibly ever need to hold all of the ideas. That's not a direct quote, that's a paraphrase, but that is one of Walt's quotes, regarding Walt Disney World. So, um, and you know, I mean, he wasn't the one that built it, but he set it up to be built. He set them up for success there and not being landlocked like they were at Disneyland. So, I always say, and not to offend, Disneyland people here, but I always say Disney World was Walt's bigger dream. and I say bigger because, a
Yes.
lot of Disneyland people get upset with me. Oh, well, Disneyland was his biggest dream. Okay. I mean, strictly from a physical geography standpoint, Walt Disney World was literally Walt's bigger dream. Because it's bigger. It's just that much bigger. Um, at
What
any rate,
he what he what he wanted with Walt Disney World was to correct the errors or to correct the things that he had no control over in Disneyland. He wanted
mhm,
sightlines, he wanted the
yes,
utilidors, he wanted the things that
right,
he couldn't fix in
right,
Disneyland. He bought enough land to be able to correct at Disney World.
yes,
So,
yes. Oh yeah. And they have now. I realize that some of that land is probably protected for swampland. I think that I have read that was part of the purchase. That some of the land would be set aside as
yeah.
wetlands, but they own thousands of acres. Guys, come on! If you can knock out a parking lot at Disneyland to put in, Galaxy's Edge. I mean, let's think about how much land is at. They are not landlocked at Walt Disney World. They're just not. It's just not a thing. Um,
I'm
and it's fantastic. It's great.
I'm
I
still wondering.
really would love.
And maybe I really, and this is one of the things. Magic Kingdom, the TTC has the biggest parking lot, if not the world, certainly in the United States. I don't understand how come they don't build parking garages. I mean, Disney Springs has what, 5 parking
Mm,
garages? Why don't they
it
build
does.
parking
Yeah, it
garages
does.
for
Yeah,
Magic
it
Kingdom?
does.
And
Yeah.
then there's a whole lot of
Um,
land there. I mean, people keep
Interesting that you
talking
should
about
say
how,
that.
oh, they can put a little spot here and they can put a little thing here. Why not cut the Magic Kingdom parking lot into a quarter of its size and build a 4-level parking
Mm.
garage?
And go up with it.
But that's
It's
just me.
interesting that you
I don't
should
know.
mention that because you know how on the trams a lot of times your tram driver will give you little, drop little bits of information. The tram driver, the last time I was there, said that the Magic Kingdom parking lot is the fourth largest parking lot in the entire world. I mean, when you think about,
Okay. I knew I'd
yeah,
heard something about it was
yes,
what's
yes.
1, 2, and 3? Did he happen to mention that?
No, he did, and I've never looked it up. But for Magic Kingdom's parking lot to be the fourth largest tells you a lot in the entire world. Okay, so um, and
Yeah.
I understand that it's built a certain way and they're buildings, but they don't mind knocking stuff down at Disneyland to make to put stuff in. They and if they can
Right?
do it there,
Right?
they've got space. They've got the space, y'all. They've got thousands of acres at Walt Disney. They do. They just do. Anyway, and that's
Yeah.
yeah, Dean. All right, Dean. Dean's feet are confirming that Magic Kingdom has the fourth largest parking lot in the world, and mine concur. My feet concur, Dean. But anyway, it's
Yes.
um,
Yes.
back.
And the
Okay,
last
okay,
time I was at Disney World, you guys introduced me to that parking lot.
absolutely, absolutely,
Because I had never
because
experienced those parking lots before.
oh my goodness, yeah. I thank God the trams are back. Okay, can we add the trams to this list? Can we just add the park trams to this list?
Yes.
Oh my gracious.
If
Wow.
they
Let's add the
Now if
park
they just
trams.
bring back That package return to resorts, I'd be in
There you
seventh heaven.
go. Now that's well, or
I'm still
package
holding
return
out
to or
hope that they do
package
that by May.
sending them to the front of the park. Sending packages to the front of the park would even be a help, so you don't have to, so you don't have
Even
to
that, yeah.
carry them
So
around.
can
Yeah.
I still say they're leaving a lot of money on that table? I'm sorry, I'm putting my feet up, so I'm kind of knocking my
They
table around.
are.
But yeah, I
Oh, they
mean,
are.
they're
Yeah.
leaving money on the table. They really are.
Oh, yeah. They are. I agree. I agree, Tina. Maybe,
Anyway, so
Bob will
yes,
get
we have
around
come
to
up
some
with
of
at least
this.
5 things.
So connection. Okay, my next on my list, and then I've got a couple of honorable mentions, guys, and we'll run through these. Next on my list is Connections Cafe at Epcot. Okay, I know now this took the place of the electric umbrella technically, and it took some heavy criticism when it first opened because the theming stinks. Let's just call it like it is. The theming in there stinks. A lot of people said it looks like an airport cafe. Okay, I agree with all that, but Connections has really come to be a kind of an oasis for us in Epcot because there's not a lot of shade and a lot of places to sit, especially when we had our grandsons with us. Connections Cafe is centrally located. It has wonderful bathrooms. It has decent food. You have great lighting and space. Lots of air conditioned space. So Connections Cafe makes my list as one of my favorite things that they've done post COVID because I think um, it really serves a purpose, and there are it just a lot of people can get in there and cool off, get something to eat, get something to drink, go to the restroom, sit with their kids, rest, recharge, and it really is a great space. I think it is. Mike and Russ and I when we're there, we usually, go to Connections for at least one meal and just have, pizza or something like that, because it's just pleasant. I mean, it's just a good
You,
place to
me, and
go.
Dean went
So
there one time, remember?
yes, we did. We did. It's
Yeah.
very roomy. It's easy to
I
get
like how
around.
it
Yeah,
seems more airy. I like the electric umbrella, but it seemed like it was closed in. It was dark, everything was closed in.
right.
Connections is very open and airy. It's a lot.
It is.
You feel
That's
like
true.
you
Yes.
can breathe and
Oh
relax
yeah.
in there.
Yeah. It really is a great space. It's a fantastic space. So we really, kudos for that one. Appreciate that one, guys. That one was well thought out, and it's very practical. It's very practical, and really what Epcot needed, I think. It was very much needed in Epcot. So the next thing, okay, my number five, and we've already touched on this, but Dean helped me come up with this one. Number five on my top five list of best things Disney has done post COVID, they fired Bob Chapek. They fired Bob Chapek. I mean, that was one of the best things
And I agree 100% with Dean.
that they did. I'm going to give Dean the Turkey Legster credit for that because they got rid of him. They brought up Bob Iger back. I really think what's going on, guys, right now. Yeah, it made the list. It did. Pam mentioned it earlier. You got ahead of me, Pam. Yeah, Pam, you're right on target with that.
Oh, it definitely made the list.
It made the list. Okay, so actually, this is a top 10
Bald man
list,
go bye-bye.
and it's a top, but it's 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 a top 10 list, and firing Bob Chapek is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so anyway, um, they put Bob Iger back in charge y'all. And I really feel like I think what's happening uh, right now that we're maybe not, Disney fans are not seeing, things move along like we want to. We're not seeing them return to giving the Imagineers the free reign, to do what they do and come up with amazing, wonderful things for us in the parks. I really feel like Iger, there's a struggle going on between creativity and money. It seems to me as though they're not wanting to spend the money in the parks anymore, as Walt used to say, to plus the parks. And obviously they are not doing that. So I really feel like that is a big problem right now. I'm not sure where the pushback is coming from.
But the thing is, I think I know where the pushback is coming from. From what I've been hearing and reading and watching, because they're expanding the foreign parks. They're expanding
Yes, they are.
I mean, did you get your 23? Did you see the
I have
23?
not gotten it. Have
Hong
not
Kong
gotten it.
Disneyland, World of Frozen. Zootopia I mean, so they're expanding
Yeah.
the foreign
Yeah.
parks. There's
Yes.
rumor that the who is it, Mike? The president, is that his position? The president of Walt Disney World is pushing back. He's actually not wanting to spend the money.
Jeff
That is a
Ball.
theory.
Okay.
Now, obviously, nobody inside the boardroom is talking,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What they're doing, they're taking money out of Walt Disney World and sending it somewhere else. They're sending it to other places.
Well, they're not. They're not. Uh, Walt Disney World is the flagship. Okay, Walt Disney World Resort is the park's flagship. Okay, it does not make any sense to me that they continue to plus the overseas parks at the expense of
Yeah,
the
I
flagship
know.
park. Um, it does not make sense to me. I understand the nostalgia with Disneyland. I understand all the overseas parks, have their own charm. Shanghai is spectacular. Paris is gorgeous. I get all that. But y'all, Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida is the flagship resort. Um, so, to not invest in that resort in as many years as they've let it suffer, and it has suffered, y'all. We're talking upkeep, maintenance, new attractions, the whole 9 yards. Um, to allow that part to continue to suffer makes no sense to me. Um, let's see, yeah, a new CFO. That's true. That's true. We're getting down to nickels and dimes here with Irene. They also have a new CFO, so it takes time for that person to understand the quarterly spending picture. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, and they're having they've been having trouble in other areas. The Disney Plus is kind of struggling now. Let's face it, they haven't turned out a blockbuster animated movie in several years. Everybody's tired of the live action remakes of old movies. So again, I think uh, there is a disconnect between creativity and the board, the board and what they're wanting at the as the bottom line, and that's why they're struggling. They're just kind of struggling right now. I think. Tina, what is your opinion on that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they are definitely struggling. I think they're trying to find their footing, and I think there's some good signs here. I mean, like I said, I 100% admitted Luminous is amazing. I love that show.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
I understood that they needed to move on from Illuminations.
sure,
Harmonious, I
sure.
I I'm not going to go over that again. That'll just frustrate me more. Luminous, they hit it out of the park with that show. Okay. I was glad that they brought back Happily Ever After because that means that they were listening to the guests.
That's true. Yes,
Guests weren't
that's
ready
true.
to let
That's
go of
true.
Happily Ever After. It had
No,
only been
no.
showing for a few years, and right smack dab in the middle of it, it was. I mean, we had COVID for a couple years. I mean, it's like,
Hmm.
and people say, well, Disney World was only closed for 5 months, and that's true. Actually, it was less than 5 months. I get that, but a lot of people could not go back. A lot of people
Yes,
that when they could go back, they wanted to see some of the stuff that they missed for so when they couldn't go. I mean, one of the
right,
whole
right.
ideas of revenge travel was going to places they weren't able to visit during that time when they couldn't leave their houses. And then
Hmm.
they had the rug
Sure.
ripped out from under them with, a lot of things where Disney said, "Oh, we're going to change this now." And like I said, I have voiced my opinion many times. All of you have heard it. I do think that they are still in the process of finding their footing. I still have hopes
I think there
that they're
too.
finding their footing. I
Oh
have
yeah,
some strong concerns about about the what the political air that they're trying to follow, and I'm thinking maybe they've learned a hard lesson about that. People aren't going to Walt Disney World for any other purpose but to be entertained, to
yeah,
take their
yeah.
families and have nice, clean entertainment that they can trust.
Hmm. That's it. That's
And
it.
that's all I'll say about that.
And
I
yeah, that was
think
Walt's
I think
original
they
intent.
might be working their way
Yeah,
back. Yeah, I think they might be working their way back to
hmm,
that. I hope they're working their way back to that because I honestly am afraid that if they don't work their way back to it, and I don't know if the public is going to give them a year. All right. I think
yeah,
they might have a
yeah.
year. If they have
Hmm.
not figured it out within the next year, I mean, SeaWorld and Universal are taking the market share. They are
They
they
are.
are
They absolutely are.
increasing their market share. Disney is losing the market share, and they're
Yeah,
not. They haven't lost it yet. They still have. I'm very much afraid that Disney is too worried about their bottom line, making money, and not about. It's like the movie,
yeah.
um, uh, Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
Absolutely.
That's what Walt's
Absolutely.
idea was.
That's
Okay,
it.
you build an
That's it.
amazing park, and people will come and they pay for it.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
What
Yeah.
Disney, they got it backwards. They're like, "Okay, we gotta make more money. We gotta get more money, and
Right.
hopefully we can do something with this in
Right.
order to get people to come and pay more money."
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree. I think they've got their cart behind the horse, before the horse rather. Um,
Yeah.
The Disney company and the Disney parks have created this wonderful Disney empire, and they know the recipe. They've known the recipe. Walt gave them the recipe. All they have to do is follow it. And to the extent that they keep veering from the recipe, that's when things go south. The stock has dropped like a rock. Um, it's you gotta be able to listen. I really hope that Bob Iger is trying his best to right the ship, is trying to say, hey, this is why the company is 100 years old. This is why people love to come to Disney over Universal, and they have for the last 50 years. They are abandoning their own product. And so I really hope, that they can kind of, get back to what they do, let the Imagineers do what they do, turn them loose, spend a little money. If they'll spend the money, if they'll invest the money, they'll make it back. They will. Absolutely. But at any rate, let's see, moving along here. My number 5, my number 5 was Bob Chapek was fired. I do have some honorable mentions. Now, in fairness, y'all, some of these things were in the works before COVID, but I'm just gonna kind of list them. Okay. And this was for the 50th, the colored running lights underneath the monorails. I love those. I absolutely love the monorails. They match like monorail, monorail blue got blue lights, monorail green got green lights, monorail lime got lime lights, So that was just a fun thing. The Adventureland
Friends, say that 3 times
cavalcade.
fast.
Yeah, exactly. The Adventureland Friends Cavalcade and I like that one. I think that is a totally fun cavalcade. And the fact that they kept the cavalcades and the flotillas at Animal Kingdom when they came back. I love that they kept those, because those are delightful. Just pop up, cavalcades in the park. So those things. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which opened March 27th of 2022, is a total complete, hasn't landed yet, home run. Now, granted, it wasn't in the works before COVID, but they went ahead and built that ride and didn't cut out so much that they gutted it. It's incredible. Guardians of the Galaxy is Cosmic Rewind is fantastic. Let's see, the return of the Happily Ever After fireworks, y'all, that they brought Happily Ever After back to us. It is wonderful. Again, they listen to fans. On that one, and we appreciate it. The return of Fantasmic. They redesigned it a little bit. It's William's favorite nighttime show. He doesn't like it quite as much as he did the old show. He feels like they kind of, tried to do a little bit too much with Fantasmic, but it's back. They brought it back, and we really appreciate it. Tron Light Cycle Run opened April 4th of 2023. Again, thank God they got it open. It was in the works for 5 years. This was a major, Tron was a major problem for Disney. They let that drag on for too long. Finally got it open. We're really excited to have it open. I think it's a wonderful addition to Tomorrowland, which is my favorite area of the park of Magic Kingdom. Moana, Journey of Water is on my honorable mention list. Tina, and it's we talked about the fact that they're having some problems with it. Disney, just fix it. Just fix it. Just fix it. We like it. It's fine. It's pretty. It does satisfy the educational, piece that EPCOT is famous for. So, we hope that they can get Moana straightened out. Dean added this one. The first ever turkey leg T-shirt came out in the parks not too long ago. So y'all can tell the things that Dean added.
And like
right?
I said, but like I said, yeah, really, like I said, there may be more. That might just be the tip of the iceberg, Dean. You might get more. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. And it was. I'll have to say it was a really well designed T-shirt. I'm excited for you too, Dean, on that. And the last honorable
Yes. Yes.
mention that I have, and this is in Disney Springs. One thing that I have really, really, and this one I love. This one, guys. I'll just tell you, this is a when I go to Disney Springs, this is a must do, and that's Gideon's Bakehouse. Love Gideon's Bakehouse. So. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. It's just saying Tron. It was pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty rough shape. Yeah. Yep. 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 Um, that's true. Weather damage has really taken its toll. That's true. That's true. Now that is something, Irene, and Mark, that Disney really needs. That's something they really need to focus on is repairs, and upkeep. They really do, for sure. We've got some catching up to do on that. But
Yeah.
guys, those are the things that I came up with. Did any of you? Um, did any
Yep.
of you come up with anything that we didn't mention? Have some ideas? I'm sure, Mikey, you probably have. You probably have something that you could think of. Oh, pardon my yawn. Post COVID, what is your favorite thing that they've done post COVID? That's my list, and Tina's list, and Dane's list. Part of Dane's list. Y'all,
Dean's
things
list.
that they've done that we have. Dean's list, exactly. Um, you're
Pam,
on the
weather
Dane's
is
list.
very, very hard in Florida. You've got the sun,
Oh
you've
yeah,
got the
yeah,
rain, and you've got the storms. It's inevitable for there to be weather damage, especially with that canopy. I would imagine
yeah.
that's a constant battle is keeping
To
that canopy up,
maintain.
you
Yeah.
know, because I mean it's a beautiful
Mhm.
canopy. It's gorgeous, but
Yeah, it is.
it really I mean, I understand that it would have weather damage. So
Yeah. Well, and
it just took them
let's not
so
forget,
long to
Tron is
build it.
5 years old. It just opened, but it's 5 years old, y'all. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It took Disney 27 years to build 4 parks among tons of other hotels, resorts. It's taken Universal 24 years to build the third park. Um, that's true. That's true, Mike. However, in the past few years, the problem is in recent
I
years, uh,
I don't but the thing
Disney
is, it
has.
isn't like it isn't like wait a minute. I for parks. Well, okay, so they're just building a third park. I mean, so they have, you know, they got a much Disney got a much better Disney got a sweetheart deal with
Oh
Florida.
yeah,
And
it's true. It's true.
it's
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about from the time that it was from the time it was bought until the time they started building. I mean, the family when Walt died, the corporation really
Yeah.
fell apart
Yeah.
there for a
They
while. They
were.
were
Yeah, the
devastated
whole
by Walt's
company,
death.
it was very sad.
And I mean, I give them credit for coming back from that because that that was hard.
Yeah.
It was sad, okay? But the thing is you're talking about 27 years to build 4 parks plus tons of hotels and resorts.
Mm.
My contention has always been I'm not looking for more parks. I'm looking for them to fill the parks that they have. And I'm looking
Mhm.
for them to stop building the
Expand.
hotels and the resorts when they don't have enough attractions to
Mhm.
keep the people that are
Accommodate
staying
more
in
guests.
the resorts busy.
Right.
You got people standing in
Right. No,
line for
that's a
2
good point.
hours, okay?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. The thing about Epic Universe is, Epic Universe might not be getting the traction that it's getting had Disney not, um, for lack of better terminology, messed up so badly in the last few years. It took them 5 years to get a roller coaster built. Okay, it took them forever to get to get Guardians of the Galaxy built. And I understand COVID. I get all that. I get it. But Epic Universe is coming, y'all. They're building a third park, and they are really bringing it, and they're building that park in much less time than it took Walt Disney World to get one roller coaster built. Now, I will say this is all only good for us, y'all. Competition is what fuels the industry.
Exactly.
Okay? Competition is going to be good. It's because that's going to force Disney to come on and get off their rear ends or whatever, and bring us something really good. If Epic Universe is fantastic and Disney, as I suspect that it will be, and Disney starts losing customers and filling it in their wallet, guess what they're going to have to do? They're going to have to answer. So all of the competition is good for us, the consumer, and it. So I'm really excited about Epic Universe. I am. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think that Universal has stepped up to the plate because Disney has, in some ways, vacated its leadership role. They've always set the standard. They've always set a really high bar, and they have kind of fallen off a little bit. So Universal saw an inroad there, and that can only be good for us because it's going to force Disney to come on and do what they do best. Lead, set the standard, give us something that we go, wow, that is incredible. So I'm excited about Epic Universe because not only is it going to be a great park, it's going to force Disney to answer.
Yep. Yep.
Can I get
And
an
the thing
amen?
is Mike is saying truthfully, Epic Universe is going to hurt the other Universal parks. Amen. Amen. I agree to a certain extent, Mike, but it's not going to be just the other parks. And remember, Universal didn't just build another park. They also are keeping up their other parks. All right? They're doing the maintenance.
Yeah, that's true.
They just am I
You're cutting out a little bit, Tina.
I'm lagging, aren't I?
Just a little bit.
They just built another roller last year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'll have to say, Universal has some great
Good night,
IP.
Pam.
Obviously. Oh, okay. Thanks, Pam. Thanks so much. Oh, Pam. Well, thanks for being in. We appreciate you so much. And
Well,
it's
the
good
thing
to
with
have
Universal's
some
IP
time.
is they don't own it. So
Right. They have
yes,
access to, they
on.
have access to some great IP. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, y'all, is fantastic. I mean, Universal has really stepped up to the plate on so much of this, and Epic Universe, that's to me. Now, Epic Universe, yes, because it's a whole park, is going to be more popular. Everybody's going to want to go there and check it out. But to say that Epic Universe is going to hurt Universal's other parks is like saying, okay, when they built, when they built Hollywood Studios, that's going to hurt, Magic Kingdom, or that's going to hurt, Epcot.
Yeah.
All of them, because it's new and shiny, people are gonna go and check it out and what have you. And then the crowds kind of settle back in and people start going to all the parks like they do at Walt
Right.
Disney World.
They'll definitely spend a day or 2 at Epic Universe, but then they'll spend a day at Universal, they'll spend a day at
Sure,
Islands of Adventure, they'll
sure.
heck, they'll spend a day at Volcano, Bay. The thing is that
Yeah.
the whole point of this, it's, 3 parks plus a water park, is they now have it's now, it can take a whole week's vacation. You can take a whole week's vacation just at Universal.
Very
It's not
easily.
going to be
Very
just taking a
easily.
bite out of your week's vacation at Disney
Yeah.
World to go over to Universal.
Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. And that's what Universal's going for. Which, guys, again, we are the winners. We are the winners. As the consumer, we are the winners because all of
Exactly.
the push that Universal can give is good for us because, guys, that means Disney is going to have to answer. We love it when Disney has to answer. We love it when they, have to go ahead and, which again is one reason that it's been a mistake to keep concentrating on the overseas parks as opposed to the flagship park. Because Universal's watching y'all. I mean, Universal guys got rid of park reservations months ago. Like, what? Over a year ago? It's been over a year ago. So, and there are so many things that
Yeah,
Universal
they
does
they didn't even
well.
require them for very long. It was probably like 6 months that they required them. And they
Yes, it's
they
been a long
also I
time.
think they also
Yeah, yeah,
opened
it's been a long time.
I can't
So
remember.
when
They
they, yeah,
reopened about the same time. I think they reopened
yeah,
a little bit early. They had required reservations in years, so
yeah. Yeah, there's only one ride that was their opening day. They have changed a lot
yeah,
and
I don't know what
I
that
think Mike over the years, yeah, I think Mike over the years, Universal has been kind of evolving and trying to find their niche, and trying to, to figure out, to get the technology down, to kind of, figure out what they wanted to do with the Universal parks. Now, um, they the Harry Potter, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. There's something that they did with that is very, very smart. That park, or pieces of the Wizarding World, are going to be in all 3 parks. You have Hogsmeade, you have
yep.
Diagon Alley, and now you're going to have the Ministry of Magic in this new park. So that's a piece of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter that people are going to want to see all 3. Not to mention Marvel, and I'll tell you what, Seuss Landing, guys, my grandson absolutely loved Seuss Landing. I mean, Seuss Landing is fantastic. It is so immersive. It makes you feel
I
like
love
you
Seuss
just
Landing,
stepped.
and I'm
I
64
love.
years
I do too because it feels like you just stepped into a Dr. Seuss book. It is so good. So there's so many things that Universal has that that they can expand on. Um, it's going to be good, and Mike, trust me on this. The competition is going to be good for all of us. The competition, I hope, I really hope that Epic Universe really pushes Disney. I do. I hope that Epic Universe really, at first, I hope they take a good bite out of Disney because you know what? Then Disney is going to have to come back and answer, and that's going to be good for us as Disney fans. As Universal fans, that the competition, again, I know I've said that several times tonight, but it's so true. That competition is good. That's good because that forces everybody to up their game and raise that bar. So that's going to be a good thing, Mike. Um, but at any
Yep.
rate, Let's see. I think that's pretty much it, guys. As far as our top fives, I hope you've enjoyed some of the things that we brought up. Maybe those were some of the things that have been your favorites. Um, since COVID, there have been some things. There have been some things. So we've talked about a lot of things, affecting the company and post COVID. Let's pivot for just a minute here, and excuse me, and I'm going to show you some things that so we're going to pivot to Lorcana for just a little while. Lorcana, I guess technically chapter 3, Into the Inklands, was released this past Friday. William was here. They came in to pick up Wyatt, and Wyatt spent the week with us. And so William was here, and we got to go to our favorite card shop here locally, and they absolutely took care of us. And we bought Into the Inklands, y'all. Is kind of the third installation in with Disney Lorcana trading card game, and we bought each of us bought 2 of the booster packs, not booster packs. These are starter decks, and so and I love that the packaging is in that gold. It's primarily the gold. It's a nice contrast to the blue from the second. From the second chapter. This one is let's see. This one is emerald and amber. They come in colors, and this is a starter deck with Pongo there and some of the 101 Dalmatians. It's very pretty. It has a 3D and actually a foil look to it, and there's Peter Pan. So that's the emerald and the amber. And this one is going to be the ruby and the sapphire. And this one has Moana. And oh my gosh, do I love it. Scrooge McDuck. Absolutely love it on the cover there. So that's what those look like. And I have a post on Instagram if you guys want to see.
I love the artwork.
Want to see what we got. Yeah, the artwork is in keeping with what they've done so far. It's fantastic. So there's that. So those are those 2. Those are your starter decks that you can get. And we also bought, let's see, where's my Trove box? I like the Trove. Hang on just a second, guys. I'm having to reach for this. I like the Trove boxes. They're a good option. I also got a Trove box for this one, for this series. And some good artwork there too. You've got Stitch, Jafar, and Piglet.
Okay, what's a Trove box?
So the Trove box is just another kind of, it just has more stuff in it. It really does. The Troves have a storage box, like 6 card dividers.
It's a treasure trove. It's a treasure trove. Okay.
Yes, basically. And so it has a storage box. It has 6 card dividers, 8 booster packs, 6 damage counter dice, and 1 lore counter. So it's really has a lot of pieces in it, game pieces and cards to help you play, essentially. So that's a Trove box. This is a good option if you're wanting to give a gift, you have somebody want to gift Lorcana to a child or an adult who enjoys trading card games. This is a good option, is a Trove box. So there's that. And okay, so let's see. Let me show you also. Our local card shop, guys, really, really takes care of us. And Walt, right after we bought the Lorcana Into the Inklands, which is the latest installment, we happened to be in the store when his promo guy came in. Now that they're like, how Disney loves their accessories and their little promo pieces. Well, these are some pieces that the guy had. These you cannot buy these. You have to win them and playing the card games. We did find out that there is a group that meets here in our town on Sundays to play. And so as you play and win, these are just things that you can win. And the guy just gave them to us. So this is one of them, and there are several. If you want to see what's in a promo box,
Love that pin.
You can Google it. This is one of the pins. This is the Stitch pin. We were just really thrilled to get these pieces because, as I said, you can't buy them. We got a lore counter. It's a little, to keep up with your. So that's really fun. Just a little Lorcana lore counter, and we also got these, and these are cool. Now you can buy card sleeves, guys, but you can't buy these card sleeves. These are strictly promo card sleeves. And one of the little 101 Dalmatian puppies.
By the way, I did some research.
And then, of course, and which puppy is that?
I did some research, John. You're going to love this. The puppy's name is Rolly.
Oh, yes, yep. Rolly. Oh, my goodness. I love it. I love it. Yeah, now he's the one that likes to eat all the time, right? He's the little chubby puppy. So that's cool. That's cool.
Yep.
And of course there's
and notice he's got a little hidden Mickey on his side.
Yeah. So you can see the card face, and then that's where the back goes. So promo items, those were fantastic. We really were really excited to get those. Okay. The other thing that I had been asking, I told our card shop owner that I was looking for this particular playmat, and if he got it in, that that I wanted one to keep an eye out. And guys, look at it's the Pooh Bear playmat. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this one. Now, this is from the first chapter, I believe. It's it's the Winnie the Pooh playmat, and it's just adorable. It's him, and he's like sitting on top of a honey pot. But you guys know how much we love Winnie the Pooh. So that playmat, and these playmats are good size. I mean, you can see how big that is. But I'm really excited about that Winnie the Pooh playmat.
Yep.
So thanks, Mike, so much for getting that for me. I absolutely love it, and I will enjoy using it. Also, guys, went ahead and bought a deck box. I got the Sisu deck box. It's to hold your cards. I've got a few cards in there already, but yeah, this one's fun. So I got the Sisu deck box. Okay, let's go ahead quickly and open a pack of Lorcana cards. I will give you the choice. It's chat choice, guys. Do you want to open Elsa or Mickey? Which packs? Put your answers in. Put your answers in the chat. Elsa or Mickey? Which one do we open? We'll open one, and then we're going to move on so that you guys can get to bed at a decent hour. Halfway decent anyway. Oh, no, sure enough, he gave you that playmat for winning in a tournament.
I'm sorry, but Mickey, I'm the OG girl, so.
Yeah, it is really cute. Yeah, that playmat.
Everybody else is
just
saying Mickey too.
Okay, I was really excited about that playmat. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, Mickey. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Let me see if I can open this without damaging any of the contents. And let's just see what we get.
Well,
here.
There's that, Dean. Maybe we can convince her to open both of them.
So let's see what we get. We'll see what we get. And
I guess he changed his mind.
Okay, this is from the first chapter. Y'all, these cards are all going to be from the first chapter. So let's see what we get. I'm hoping for some extra rares. I really am. Okay, so here's what we got. Okay, here we go. He's got a sword now. um, there are commons. There are like different types of cards. There are common cards. There are uncommons. There are rares, super rare, and legendary. Obviously, the legendary cards are going to be your most valuable. Some really good cards in your deck. So this is a common, guys. He's got a sword, and that is
Abu.
Abu. So there's that one. That is a common. Yeah.
Okay, now I don't know about you, but that's a scary thought. Abu with a sword.
Yeah, Abu with a sword. Okay, so this one is also a common, and this one is Pumbaa. There you go. That's Pumbaa. I think I actually have this one already. And guys, if you're interested, they do have the Lorcana app where you can enter the cards that you have, so you can kind of keep up with your cards. So that's a common. That's Pumbaa, and it's an action. Okay, let's see. And Jafar. This one is also a common. So that's a cool Jafar. It really is. Wicked Sorcerer. Wicked Sorcerer. There we go. What's next? Let's see, Jonathan. Need to make a video going through
that would be great,
Lorcana
Jonathan.
binder. It would.
I'd like to see that.
It would. It would. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Mikey's okay. I'll just open both. I'll open both packs, y'all. Okay. Okay. Another common, guys. Duke of Wesselton, Duke of Weaseltown. That is, I love this one. You know what? Really, I love that they have
Oh man,
included.
that's a blast
Yeah,
from the past.
is it?
Yeah,
They have included, some of these
me too.
obscure, more, fringe characters, I guess. And this is a fun one. The Duke of Wesselton.
Yes, exactly, and more
Yeah,
obscure movies too.
yeah, opportunistic official. So there's from Frozen. Okay, so this one is also a common. Okay, we haven't gotten a rare or anything. I would love to pull an enchanted. Come on, enchanted.
I'm sure she
There's
will, Dean.
Maleficent. There's Maleficent, and yeah. And this is a common as well, guys. The artwork on these is fantastic.
Hi,
y'all.
Alex.
Okay. Ooh, all comments so far, guys. All comments. Okay, I do not have this one yet. Fire the Cannons. Do not have that one yet. This is an action card. Don't have that one. Okay, what would this be from? Like, this is probably from what, Peter Pan? I guess. Okay. Okay, now this one, guys, let's see what this one is. Okay, this is an uncommon. So, okay. I'm looking for like a foil maybe. This one's Befuddle. It is an uncommon. Okay. There you go. It's Merlin.
Oh,
It
beauty.
is an uncommon.
Hang
on. So everything else has been commons. That is finally an uncommon. Okay, and another uncommon. And this is a neat one, y'all. Mother Knows Best. Mother Knows Best. Really neat card there with Mother Gothel and Rapunzel. It's an action card. Okay, and let's see. another uncommon. So, okay. Okay, alrighty. Okay, another uncommon here. Coconut basket. I think I also have this card already from Moana. There we go. Tina, I'm gonna make this big here so I can. So I don't know why I didn't do that initially. Coconut basket. I think I actually already have this card, y'all. Okay. This one. Okay, this one is an uncommon. It is Mulan, and this is a really beautiful card here. There we go. It is Mulan. That's a beautiful one there. That is an uncommon. It's a really pretty one there. And guys, okay. Okay, you're gonna right. These last two are gonna be kind of special because let's see, let me see what they're okay. I got a rare. I got two rares. I got two rares. This fishbone quill. Okay, I sleeve the last three cards of each pack. Generally, the commons just go in the binder. No double sleeving. Okay, gotcha. Oh, hey, Alex. Oh, hey, Alex and Charlie. Welcome in. We're opening some Lorcana. Yeah, we're opening Lorcana. It's good to see you, Alex. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so here is, and what did I say this one was? This one is a rare. Okay, this one is a rare fishbone quill. Okay. And then the last one, guys, is a lot of fun because it is a rare and it's a foil. Okay, Mickey Mouse. I love this one. Absolutely love this one. Yeah. Is this a good card? This has to be a good card, right, Jonathan? And Irene, this has to be a good one. Has to be a good one. Yeah. That's really a neat. I love Mickey's outfit here with the big hat, swashbuckling. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. And it is a foil. I don't know if you can see that. I know my ring light kind of makes it hard to see that, but yeah. So that's the final one in that deck. Beautiful ones. That Mickey foil is really cool. And then the puzzle card is this one, Mickey Mouse, Brave Little Tailor. Okay. So there's that. All right, one more. Open one more, you think, guys? Open one more. Oh, no problem. No problem, Tina. Okay, the icon at the bottom of the Mickey card. Okay, the icon at the bottom of the Mickey card is a rare. It's a rare. Yeah, see? Yeah, there's the icon at the bottom. It's a rare. It is a foil. But I love that card. That's really cool. Okay. Okay, so next pack. There's that pack. Next pack. Okay, it's Elsa, also from the first chapter. No worries, Tina. I'm still okay. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open one more pack, guys. Okay. It's a pretty good one. Okay, I thought so. I love the artwork on that one. I just love the card. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, guys. Let me get this next pack open. This Elsa pack. All right. Okay. Haven't had time to play yet. Don't know what's good. I'm not for playing. Yeah. Forums. Seems fun. It's one of their cards. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Jonathan. Yeah, some of these, like the enchanteds yeah, are really, the Elsa Enchanted, of course, is the kind of the holy grail. And it's, yeah, it's way on up there. Uh, yeah, there's always, guys, there's always a puzzle card. There's there's the UPC, or not UPC, but the QR code where you can download the app. And then there's the puzzle card for this. I've got to look at my puzzle cards and see where I am on those. And let's see. Yeah, it's all kind of crazy. My nephew's friends sold a couple of his enchanted cards. Oh my gracious! Wow, that would be really tempting. That would be, yeah, for 600 a piece. That would be, yeah, to have a card that's worth that much. It would be really tempting to sell them. Okay. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go. Varies. The players will play with the expensive cards, but also many just, yeah, turn it into money. And that's, yeah, I know, Jonathan. We're interested in playing is what we're interested in. Yeah, we are interested in playing. Okay, so here we go, guys. All right, now I do have a boo. I do have this one. I'm getting a lot of repeats, and I've only opened like 4 packs. There's Abu. He is a common. I know I have that card because I opened him, I believe, last week. I opened him. Okay. This one is also a common, but I do not have this one. This is Timon. And Storyborn Ally. Yeah. And he is a common. Nice artwork there. On a boo. Okay,
Dawn,
another common.
Mikey's
Yes.
directing you.
Yes. Okay, let's see.
Mike is directing you to his previous comment. Each boots 12
Oh
randomized
yeah.
cards,
Yeah.
6 common cards,
Yeah.
3 uncommon
Yeah.
cards, 2 rare, super rare, or
Or
legendary cards, 1
legendary.
foil card, random
Right.
rarity level.
Right. That actually, I mean, and it will tell you that on each pack, Mike. It tells you, kind of what to expect as far as the mix. You know, each booster pack contains 12 randomized cards, 6 common, 3 uncommon, and 2 cards that are rare, super rare, or legendary with 1 foil. So you kind of know what to expect, but the question is always, okay, what am I going to get in the rare category? Am I going to get, am I going to get the rare, the super rare, or the legendary? That's what kind of makes it exciting. And here's the common. Here's a common. This is Tinkerbell. That's a pretty card. I love that one. Yeah. Ally Fairy. There's Tinkerbell. She's a common. And here's another common, Peter Pan. This is a really neat one too. Nice. Never Landing. That's really cool. That's an uncommon. Next uncommon is Mickey Mouse. Really fun one here. Mm, really fun one there. Really nice. Like that one. The next common is going to be Aladdin. And this one, Aladdin is more in his traditional traditional outfit. And then Okay, and this one is uncommon. This is Cinderella. This is really a cool one, y'all. I like this one. Cinderella. Yeah, that is cool.
She can see me.
I cannot see you, but I can hear you, Tina.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, and the uncommon ransack. I know that I have this one also, ransack. This is a pretty good card. This is not a foil, but I think I have that card already. Let's see. Oh. Sorry, Alex. This is Disney's Lorcana.
Too late.
This is Lorcana. Yeah, it's too late. This is the Lorcana trading card game. We're already on the 3rd chapter. Yeah. This is the Lorcana trading card game. I didn't. So you guys. So you don't. Well, Alex. You need to familiarize yourself with it. Okay, that was ransack. We did ransack, and here's the other uncommon.
Well, she does
and this
now.
Is gonna be Donald Duck. Yeah. This is a rabbit hole. It's a trap, Alex. It's a trap. Yeah, and I'm just opening a pack here. I'm opening a pack from the 1st chapter, which is the
Donald
the
Duck.
first, release. Yeah, fun one. Really fun one. Yeah. And let's see, what does it say there? Boisterous fowl. Fun one. Okay, so here's my uncommon, guys. Okay. Okay, this is let me check this. This is a rare. This is going to be a rare here. Let's see. Close that. This is going to be a rare, and this is an Elsa rare. Let it go. Isn't that pretty? And that is, again, that's a rare.
Worth $600.
You can see this symbol. This symbol. No, I don't think. I don't think this one is. I'd have to look it up. But the symbol at the bottom of each card tells you what the rating is. That little triangle there tells me that is a rare. Let's see. It's a trap. It is a trap. It absolutely. Charlie, Dad. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry. You tuned in at the wrong time. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Jonathan. Okay, see, Jonathan never had a legendary, and he's opened 35 packs, right? And this is like my 5th pack to open. So and their odds. You can find out. The odds. This is another rare here. Guys, this is Zeus. That's a fun one from Hercules. And that is a rare. You can see from the symbol at the bottom, that is a rare card. So, see that there. And then this last one, I think. Okay, and this last one is common, and it's Tinkerbell. There we go. So there we go. That's it. Peter Pan's ally. Pretty. Okay, guys, and that is your Lorcana. Okay, and Tina, let's see. Let me bring Tina back. Bring Tina back. Okay, there we are. So, okay, yeah, it is a trap, Alex. Yeah, it really is. But at any rate, you can find these, Alex, at your local card shops. Check out your local card shops. You can also find them at larger, retailers, Books A Million, even Best Buy, Target, Walmart, places like that. But I prefer to buy mine from local retailers. And it's a card game that you can learn to play and collect. It's just a lot of fun, and the artwork is fantastic on these. They're just that's one thing that William and I love so much about this game is that the artwork is just fantastic. Um, Jonathan says the cards make money back from one card. Yeah, back from one card. Let's see. Okay, first comment. This game is supposed to be good for playing with a few high-priced card values, but Disney community has made it so much higher at the moment. Yeah, yeah. So, and Ravensburger, who's the company that makes the Lorcana cards, Disney really wants people to play. That the card market, the resale market has gotten to be really, really, um, extensive, I guess you'd say. But Disney really, really wants players, for this game. They want people who are going to buy and play. Oh, by the way, that Tinkerbell is a foil. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that Tinkerbell is a foil.
I was wondering about that when you showed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a foil.
It looks like that.
But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have, to show for show and tell tonight. But yeah, we're loving it. I will probably go. You can generally find, if you're interested in playing, guys, in your neighborhood, there is probably a group that's going to play. You'll get together and play Lorcana. And the guys the guys who promote the card game are going to, be there with some nice promo stuff. When you win games, you're going to get some promo stuff like what I showed you a minute ago. They've got tons of it. So stuff that you can't buy. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And William and I are really looking forward to, to learning how to play and also to opening some card packs. He has been busy tonight. Tina, I so again appreciate you, joining us to kind of fill in with him and just chat a little bit about Disney, which we love to do.
I feel honored that you ask. So anytime. Anytime.
Well, thanks. Yeah. Well,
Anytime.
it's
Like
our
I said, I feel honored
honor
that you
for you
asked.
to. Well, it's our honor that you come on. Let's see. I'm going to go over this Disney news really, really fast, guys. Okay, this is going to be like Disney news, a speed run. Flower and Garden, February 28th to May 27th, starts tomorrow, guys. The topiaries are going up. It's my favorite festival, I think. Menus for each location are out. Things are ready, and they're getting those topiaries up. Absolutely love it. It's absolutely gorgeous at EPCOT for Flower and Garden. Starts tomorrow. Ticket price increase announced today. Now this is interesting, guys. A single day, single park tickets, which are priced on, these are date based tickets, have increased with the base price rising from 109 to 119. The other scale values have also risen by $5 to $10 as well. Multi-day tickets have risen and at about the same rate of $5 to $10 more per day. The new prices will be effective for visits beginning January 1 of 2025. So this is not something that is happening immediately. But my daughter-in-law, who is a travel agent with Mickey Travel, says that the base ticket for 109 was something that you generally couldn't find because of the fluctuating prices that Disney.
It was like the
depending
Holy
on the
Grail.
date, Disney changed. Yeah, it was so. She said it's not that big a deal anyway. But they did go up. They did go up. Let's see. Groot is the best of the topiaries. Oh, yeah. I think I saw that. I
That
think I saw a picture of him.
that sounds like a
Yeah,
fun one.
yeah, yeah,
I haven't seen a
absolutely.
picture of that yet, but I've been trying to kind of avoid that because we're going down during Flower and Garden, so a lot of this,
Yeah.
especially the new stuff, I'm trying not to look at because I want to see it
Okay.
myself.
Okay. Now, Alex,
I
we
mean,
can
the old
do
stuff
that.
that I've
We've
seen, I'll look at that.
Yeah.
But
Okay. I'm making press
yeah,
penny
that's a great
knot.
idea.
Okay. That's a good knot. We could do that. William will love to do a press penny knot to familiarize. I mean, it's pretty easy. They have, to start that collection, they have the press penny machines all over the parks and at the resorts too. Downtown Disney, they're everywhere. So it's just a matter of looking for them. And William has tons of them, guys. So by all means, Charlie, we will do that. I've made a note of it, and I'll let William know. Uh, yeah, that we need to show you all of his press pennies. That's just a great idea. Um, Blackwells. Okay, this is going to be the Reader's Digest condensed version of this, y'all. Um, as you know, Disney's a huge multinational corporation, and there are other companies that swallow up companies all the time. There is an attempt to do that with Disney right now. Now, I'm not saying to panic, but Disney shareholders on April the 4th will be voting for people to place on the Disney the board of directors, essentially. So again, that's going to happen on April 4th. Blackwell's Capital has launched the future of Disney.com and shared a video explaining why shareholders should elect their nominees. Blackwell's is a company that has put forth 3 nominees to sit on the Disney board, and they are proposing major changes to Disney. If you are a shareholder and you do not want to see, for example, Blackwell's is proposing that they split Disney into 3 different companies. They are not Disney. They are from the corporate world. I doubt that they understand Disney. I don't think that they can come in and I don't have any faith in these folks. Okay. So, but they are trying to place 3 people on Disney's board of directors. And in so doing, that would pretty much give them control of the company. So, if you are a shareholder, be sure and vote. You can go to Bob Iger has put out letters to Disney shareholders encouraging them to vote on this. You can vote ahead of time. You can vote, just before the shareholder meeting on the 4th. But it's something that you really want to pay attention to if you've never voted before, and that's regardless of if you own a ton of shares or if you own only a few shares. So again, that is something, it's concerning. Blackwell's believes that their nominees, would bring necessary technological expertise to the Disney board. Now, I will say, Disney does need some help in the area of technology. There's no question of that. They do, y'all. But I don't. Let's see. Sorry, guys. My contact lenses are kind of drawn out. It's hard to read the chat. Um, okay.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. We'll wrap it up here pretty quick.
Wally was leaving,
Good night.
and
Good night.
yeah, Walter was leaving, and I thought Alex was leaving, so I said goodnight to Alex, and Alex was actually saying goodnight to Wonderful World of Walter. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. If you're having to leave, that's okay. we'll wrap it up. We just had a lot to, yeah. Tina and I could talk, y'all. We're kind of long winded. I don't, we might as well just own it. But at any rate, Disney CEO
I
Bob
think you've
Iger.
done very, very well. I was afraid we'd be here till 5 a.m.
Oh, well, hey, we're not going to be here that long enough. If I can wrap it up in the next few minutes. Disney CEO Bob Iger also recently released a video that is on Disney.com, letting shareholders know not to vote for the Blackwell's nominees. And it's really, really cute because it features Ludwig von Drake. And it's really cute. So, and the shareholders meeting is April the 3rd, y'all. April the 3rd, not the 4th. I think I said the 4th. So that's something to kind of keep an eye on. We will kind of follow that and update you every week as we get closer to that shareholders
The
meeting.
only thing,
Rolly Crump, go ahead.
I was just going to say real quick, the only thing that I can say I'm going to say about this is that, like Universal nipping at Walt Disney World's tail, getting Walt Disney World to move, this might get the Disney Corporation to move, because
That's true.
Blackwell is identifying
True.
some things that Disney needs to get straightened out. And one of the things that
Yes,
they're identifying was that
vulnerabilities.
the stock has dropped like a rock. And so
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
it
know.
has.
I mean, competition is always good. So
It
but
is. Yes,
I don't,
absolutely, Tina.
I don't like tech heavy. I mean, obviously.
Mhm.
So
Well, Disney Tech, I mean, let's start with Shop Disney, guys. Let's improve. Let's improve the tech. Now, but what Blackwell specifically,
I
what
just want them
Blackwell's
to
is
include their IT for their app.
right, right. And that's not what Blackwell's really is pushing. What Blackwell's is pushing is AI. They're really pushing the use of AI in the parks and really,
Yeah.
the use of more cutting edge technology in the parks. And,
Yeah, and
they
AI
do. They
terrifies me.
see Blackwell's is seeing, for lack of a better phrase, some blood in the water on this because Disney stock has dropped so sharply. They're having, they're struggling obviously at the top with, making decisions. Bob Iger has not really pulled Disney to the place we wanted him to bring it, I'd say. So they're struggling, guys, and Blackwell sees this. So this is something to definitely keep an eye on, and we'll keep you updated on it. Rolly Crump, guys, more Rolly Crump. Museum of the Weird bust is coming to the Disney Treasures Haunted Mansion bar. We have reported before that the new ship, Disney's cruise line, new cruise ship called the Treasure, which is currently being built, is going to feature a haunted mansion bar and concept art for the bust. For Rolly Crump's bust is going to be in the Haunted Mansion bar, which is really cool. Now, this Rolly Crump developed a lot of different pieces for a section of the Haunted Mansion that never really came to fruition. There were just pieces of it used, but it was called the Museum of the Weird. And one of his busts will be in the Haunted Mansion bar aboard the Treasure, which is really, really cool. His Candleman, and I showed pictures of that. His Candleman figure recently went into Walt Disney World's Haunted Mansion. It is sitting, if you want to see Candleman, he is sitting just to the left on a table just before you get to the bride. So just start looking to your left as you get close to the bride. He's in the attic, and they have some light on him. They have a little bit of light on him. He's kind of hard to spot, but if you know what you're looking for, you can spot him. So let's see. Oh I'm sorry, guys. My contact lenses are really drying out on me here. Yeah. Okay. let's see. And I think that's just about it. Um, let's see. Okay. And this is something that we were talking about earlier. Photos, videos, concept art, scenes, and full ride layout have been revealed for the first ever Tinkerbell ride at Disney parks. A Tinkerbell ride. But wait, it's not for the US parks. This will be at part of the Fantasy Springs expansion at Tokyo Disney Sea. And the Fantasy Springs opens June the 6th of 2024. Okay, what was it we were saying earlier, Tina, about about them? They're expanding the overseas parks and ignoring the U.S. parks. So there you go. There's some, yet another expansion at Tokyo Disney Sea. Okay, guys, channel news. Check out mine and Jeff's live streams from Cancun. We were in Mexico a couple of weeks ago and had an absolute blast. We did 2 live streams. I put up some shorts. We did the Super Bowl there. I told you all about it on last week's Hitchhiker Chat. If you want to hear about that, it was just a fantastic trip. I put up some new shorts recently. One is When I Wish Upon a Star, and then Big Thunder Mountain Railroad POV. So you guys can check those out. The next vlogs coming are still Country Bear Jamboree and also the Tulum Mayan ruins in Cancun. And I promise to try to work a little harder to get those out, guys. But my grandson was here all last week, and he takes priority. So I think that's it. Tina, did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
It was great seeing Jeff in the streams. It was nice seeing your husband in the streams. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. He enjoyed doing that. I wish I could get him behind the mic more often. He does a really good job. We had a fantastic time, and I'm hoping, to get him to live stream in the park for us, because he really does a fantastic job of it. So thanks for that. I'll let him know that you said that. Yeah, family first. There you go, family first, and so that's the deal. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if there's anything. Tina, was there anything that you wanted to add? I think we've got a little bit of a lag. Tina, was there anything that you wanted to add?
No.
Oh, do you think we covered it?
I think I said pretty much enough.
Okay, well, it's been fun.
I just wanted to put it out there that I actually did. I actually did find things that I liked. Okay, I just want to make that point that I actually did find things that I liked.
There you go. And there are so many things, I mean, guys, that we love about Disney parks. And if we are critical, it is only because we love Disney parks and we want them to keep, cranking out some good magic. And with social media these days, everybody can voice their opinion immediately, on something. And that can be good and bad. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And there are some things that they have done post COVID that we have really enjoyed and look forward to. There's a random yawn, guys. Sorry about that. That we look forward to. That they've got blue sky projects, things. That blue sky projects, things that they that they may or may not get to, but we hope that they do get to. Hang on just a second, guys. And let me
Where
thank our channel
Pete's
members
sending
much.
everybody over.
Oh
Dawn.
my goodness. And
Pete is sending everybody over to us.
Oh, thanks so much. Spaceship Ears. Thanks so much.
He was just calling me, but I don't answer my phone when I'm on stream. So
good deal. Thank you. Well, he may not have realized that, that you were on the live stream. I don't know.
No,
yeah,
I think he did.
Thanks for popping
That's why
in,
he
guys.
was calling, actually.
We appreciate it so much, guys. Thanks for popping in. Oh my goodness, Spaceship Ears. Let's see who else is coming in. Stacy, good to see you.
Make sure everybody
fans of the Green Bay Packers
clicks that like button. Okay.
Aw, thanks. Please click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We're just wrapping up our show, guys. We're talking about our favorite things that Disney has done after COVID. Favorite, best moves, that they've made after COVID. Dinah Murphy, aw, how sweet. Thanks so much, guys. Debbie, welcome in, dear friend. Welcome in, guys. We appreciate y'all so much for coming in. We talked a little bit our top 5 favorite moves that Disney made post COVID. We have opened packs of Lorcana cards. We've done, we've covered Disney news, done a little bit. Green Bay Packers, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here, y'all. If you are new to the channel, we appreciate Pete so much for he tried to call. Oh, and I have mine on. I'm sorry, I have mine on. I have my phone on mute because I'm using it. So yeah, I wish. Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
I would have answered it.
I had my phone on.
Yeah, if I could.
Like I said.
Yeah, I would absolutely have answered Pete's call, but I have mine on mute because I'm using my phone right now. Yeah, I would have answered his call. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, by all means, give us a like, check out our videos, and give us a sub if you like what you see. We have 700 videos on our channel. This would be 701 because the short that I put up this afternoon, it's a POV ride. Big Thunder Mountain Railway was number 700, and that was one thing that I did mention. I did mean to mention tonight. So we are excited about our channel content, and yeah. Well, I try to answer my phone. Come on now. If I don't answer my phone, it is because like right now I have it on mute because I don't want y'all to have to listen to that. But yeah. And yeah, if I'm I am not, guys, I'll just tell you, I am not joined
like I said, I just sent Pete a text. I don't answer my phone when I'm on stream. Pete, what did you
Yeah, I'll have to send him a text too after and thank you so much for sending everybody over. But yeah, by all means, guys, be on Team Replay, rewind it and watch the show. We have had a really good time tonight and enjoyed it. Can't think of anything else. Tina, if that's it, we will go ahead and wrap it up.
I'll do the roll call.
Okay, sounds
all right. Good. I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, let me know. All right. We've got hello to Aunt Joy and Aunt Susan. Thank you very much for watching. Always watching, just like me. Kylie and the entire Bone family. Keith, BDF, Mandy Adams, Dean, the turkey legster, Pam, Russ from What in the World with Russ, Joseph Dion, Najuma Brown, Movie Mania Nick, Mike Wheeler, John and Nancy from Jan Travels, Wonderful World of Walter, Jonathan Chung, Kidder 96, Amy at AJC Magic TV, Alex Kinnett, and of course Charlie, Monorail Molly, Debbie Burnfield, Diana Murphy, Stacy Rogers, and Spaceship Ears. Anybody pipe up if you didn't hear your name, sing out, and let me
Yeah.
know. And
Fans of the
I'll
Green
add
Bay
you to the list.
Packers. Let's say fans of the Green Bay Packers. I don't know if you call them
Hi,
that or
Tony.
not.
Spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
But anyway,
Big
thanks so
fan.
much.
You know what? I did. I heard you say his name when I was writing Molly's name down.
Yep. Pete is good. Pete's just always trying to spread the love. He is.
Pete is probably
Pete
watching.
is.
Yeah, Pete is
I think
probably
he's still live
watching, but he
streaming.
didn't say
Yeah.
anything, so I didn't write his
Yeah,
name
I
down.
think somebody said, yeah, that he's still live streaming. But thanks, Pete. We really
I
appreciate
don't
you.
know because he sent everybody over here.
Good night to Joey, Lisa, Keith, and Joey, captains of our team replay. By all means,
I'm glad,
check
Alex.
out It's Joey's World. Yeah. Pete is still on. There, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Spaceship Earth says, yeah, love is one word for it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but thanks to Lisa, Keith, and Joey. And guys, just quickly, we have a lot of folks in here that have fantastic YouTube channels. Many of our ghost hosts have their own YouTube channels. Please check them out when you watch the comments. Anybody that appears in green in the chat has chosen to bless us every month with a membership. Just little contribution to the channel that kind of helps us with subscriptions and equipment and things that we expenses for the channel. And we so appreciate you, Tina. Tina McNeil is a channel member, and we really appreciate that, guys. We truly do. It's just an honor. But yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap it up and look forward to next week. Let's go hunt Pete. Mike has put that in the chat. But thanks so much for being everybody.
We got to return the favor now, and I'll go over and
got to return the favor. So all of us are going over to Pete's channel, guys. The Pete McDevitt Show. We're all going over there and return the favor. Tina, thanks so much for being here. We love you, and we appreciate you being a channel member and a ghost host. For us. We will pay it forward. We're going over to Haunt Pete. Okay, everybody at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there is always room for one more. So please hurry back.
Hurry back.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great week.
Bye.